Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. This Shabbos is a special Shabbos. I know you've heard me say that before, but it really is. This Shabbos has a couple amazing things. First of all, it's the greatest Jewish holiday on the calendar. And I know before you run to your calendar to see what you're missing, it's the 15th of Av. It's not Pesach, not Purim, not Hanukkah. The 15th of Av, the Talmud says, is the most joyous, greatest Jewish holiday. Followed in second, closely by Yom Kippur. You're wondering how that sentence makes sense? Well, historically, the 15th of Av, many great things happened on this day. It was a day when divisions and barriers between the Jewish nation were overcome and broken down. The tribes were allowed to intermarry on this day. The tribe of Benjamin, which had been excommunicated after a horrible story, was allowed to marry into the Jewish nation again. The highway was reopened between the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah after they had a civil war. It was a day also of forgiveness, of second chances, of reconciliation. The generation that was in the wilderness finally stopped dying on this day, and Hashem said, this generation will now enter the land of Israel. It was a day when girls who had a hard time finding their significant other went out to the vineyards and borrowed white dresses, and all the single guys would come. And it was a day when thousands of Jewish matches were made. It was just weddings, one after another. It was such a beautiful day. But this idea of second chances, of reconciliation, that leads to the second beautiful thing from this Shabbos, which is it has a special name, Shabbos Nachmu, the Shabbos of comfort. Because this Shabbos comes right after, 6 days after, the saddest day on the Jewish calendar, Tisha B'Av, a day when we mourn the destruction and so many horrible things that took place. Within the same week, we have the greatest of Jewish holidays. And Shabbos Nachmu is all about comfort. We seek comfort from Hashem. A second chance, reconciliation. I saw a story that I hadn't seen before, but the Lubavitcher Rebbe once shared that, you know how you get WhatsApps where somebody says, forward this message to 10 people or else, and you're like, okay, spam. But back in the day, apparently they had this as well, with snail mail. And I ever once received from a lady a piece of spam, and she wrote that she got this in the mail, and it said that she had to mail this to 10 people, and she was worried something bad would happen to her if she didn't mail it to 10 people, so she mailed it to the Rebbe. And the Rebbe didn't know this person, but he took the time to respond and said, this is spam. There's nothing positive from this. You can rip it up, nothing's going to happen to you. But then the Rebbe spoke about what was the greater lesson that I was supposed to take? I didn't know this person, but everything happens by divine providence. So what positive lesson could I take? And I realized that I had gotten another letter, which pointed out a medrash, a beautiful idea. Every day in the prayers we say, Ki lishuascha kivinu Hashem. We ask for Hashem's salvation. We hope for Hashem's salvation every day. And the question is, what's the hope for? If you deserve salvation, you'll get it whether you hope or not. And if you don't deserve it, what is hope? What is hoping going to help? But what it says is, no. That's exactly the point. Because we are hopeful, that's why we deserve salvation. Meaning, even if we have no other merit deserving of salvation, the fact that we have not thrown in the towel, the fact that even through this whole Exodus, we are still waking up every single day trying to do better, trying to make this world a better place, trying to bring Mashiach, that very fact that we have not given up after everything we've been through, that in itself is merit that we deserve salvation. And the Rebbe said, let's forward that to 10 people. If we can send spam to 10 people, let's send the positive message. Let's spread a positive idea. And that's what this Shabbos is all about. We're turning to Hashem and say, Ki lishuascha kivinu Hashem. We're seeking second chance, reconciliation. And the ultimate reconciliation. We're telling Hashem, make this day the greatest day, flip Tisha B'Av into the greatest day. How? Finally, with the ultimate forgiveness, with Mashiach, when we'll be in Jerusalem together with the whole Jewish people, as one people, one heart, together. Shabbat Shalom.